welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Nick and Knarf, two brothers in Tucson, bringing you music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, both ways, okay?
Further beyond and further before.
We're going to bring you some, maybe a musician that you've never heard of before, but has made a major impact in rock and roll history.
Absolutely. I wanted to say he is the most famous and well-connected artist you've never heard of. And his name is the great Monty Byrom. You see, recognize the name yet? No, maybe not? Well, let me fill you in. Monty was born in 1958 in Corpus Christi, Texas, and then was raised as a young man and resides currently in Bakersfield, California. And we got a connection to him with kind of 6 degrees of separation from Nick's son-in-law, Brett, who was trained at Amtrak by a bass player named Ray Sadulski, who worked with Monty Byrom. So that's how I got connected. And then my nephew Brett sent me a CD of his stuff, and I fell in love with this about 8 years ago. And I've been thinking about doing a video on him. And so we decided to finally put one together and showcase this really talented, longtime yeoman warrior of rock and roll with you today.
Now, Frank's going to play 3 songs today, and I haven't heard them before. My son-in-law, Brett, sent me the music, and I said, I'm not going to listen to it because I like to make a reaction, you know, like a lot of times Frank will play music that I've never heard of or bands that I've never heard. I may have heard one of these songs. I may have not. So I want to give you my maiden voyage or peek into Monty Byrom.
Yeah, so it'll be a first-time reaction for Nick and a re-reaction for me because I've heard these songs before and I'm a big fan of Monty Byrom's work. Let me give you a little bit of background about Monty. He started in the early 80s with a band called Billy Satellite, and they signed with Capitol Records in 1983, and they toured with Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. And they had a minor hit that was made famous by Eddie Money later on because Monty ended up playing and producing albums with Eddie Money
and later songs
and co-writing songs. He wrote the song. He co-wrote the song "I Want to Go Back" and we're going to play that original version off of his album Billy Satellite that Eddie Money made famous and was a big hit for Eddie Money. And he also produced a number of Eddie Money albums and stuff. Monty Byrom has written material that has been recorded by artists such as Rita Coolidge, The Knack, David Lee Roth, Stray Cats, George Thorogood, Van Halen, among other bands. And he's played with all kinds of, he's a friend of Buck Owens. And he played with the Buckaroos after Buck Owens died for about 15 years. After Billy Satellite, he formed a band called New Frontier. And then he worked with Eddie Money. Then he formed a band called Big House. Played with the Buckaroos, and then he formed his latest project, which was the Zenroadpilots, which changed their name to the Road Pilots, and they produced a number of albums. And an album we're going to play from you, where the Road Pilots are backing Monty up, is on this terrific album. You see the cover over my shoulder called 100 Miles South of Eden.
So, as Sylvester Stallone would say, you ain't done nothing.
That's right.
No, Monty's done a lot.
This man is really one of the unsung heroes of rock, and I think you're really going to enjoy his stuff. So, but before we get into it, we want to remind you, please, as always, if you like what you're going to hear, which we think you will, please subscribe, like, share.
Don't forget that notification bell lets you know when we're coming back.
Listen to my brother here. He knows what he's talking about. And all our subscribers, we want to thank you so much for being part of the tribe and sharing all the great stuff. So please hit that like icon if you like the video and leave comments anytime you like. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start with Monty Byrom with Billy Satellite doing the original song he co-wrote, which was also, by the way, an ASCAP Song of the Year for Eddie Money. But this is the original version. It's called I Want to Go Back. Here we go.
Back then I thought that
Oh, nice. What you think, Nikki?
Really liked it. Really well mixed. Boy, they did a great job with this song. Love the different instruments, the synthesizer coming in a sense, playing two different kinds of sounds. The guitar, his vocals were great. The harmonies were really nice. And
this was a big hit for Billy Satellite as well. It was one of their few charting singles on that debut album when they were touring with Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship.
I could see why Eddie Money made this one of his songs. This was really good.
Oh, he did a great job. The Eddie Money version is really nice, but this is really close to the.
I love it.
This is the original, and Eddie Money's is very close to this, but really tasty. But his influences are many. He likes country, rock, blues. He plays such a great range of styles, and all this stuff is available on Amazon.com, digital music, Spotify.
I'm sure he has a website.
See a lot of stuff. He's got a Facebook page, I believe. You can check him out. Look into Monty Byrom, and if you want to get some of these songs, man, they're there for download. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. I know, obviously, Nick really was impressed with it.
It was very good.
Now let's move to the future here, to 2016, to this album called 100 Miles South of Eden, and two really terrific cuts from this album that are my favorites. And I know that they're Brett's favorites, and Nick is gonna really enjoy it. He can do soft ballads, and he can do great wistful rock. I mean, I can't describe it. It's just so great to listen to. Here we go. Let's listen to the first one. This is a song called "This Inspiration," Monty Byrom.
Won't go back. I won't turn around. Don't need the benefit of what could go wrong. Don't harbor any doubts or any concerns. I won't hesitate, wherever be turned. Yeah, yeah. Travel beside me. Come, don't delay. Set aside your worries just for the day. I'm going forward, banished all doubt. My eyes are wide open, my head's in the clouds. Have faith in the vision, believe in the dream. Follow this inspiration, wherever it leads. No, no. Travel beside me. Come, don't delay. Set aside your worries just for the day. Lord,
Okay, so I've got two groups, or the
Bands
first
that
one
sound like you?
Yeah, Allman Brothers. This could have been a later Allman Brothers song, and the other one was Bob Seger. I could hear Bob Seger singing this song too.
Oh, you're right, Nick. That's a great comparison.
Thunder.
Yeah, I think it is thunder. We just heard some thunder. It sounded like my air conditioning coming
Monsoon
on.
time, guys.
Yeah,
We
a lot of rain. We got a lot of rain, but
so that was a great song. He knows how to mix really well. He
did the mixing on a lot of those Eddie Money albums as well. He not only produced but did mixing.
You can tell he's a master.
What a quality song with all that piano
Great
work
song,
coming
great
in.
lyrics.
The guitar work is tasty.
He's a better singer than I anticipated. I didn't realize he was going to be this good a singer.
He's got a kind of a Boss Scaggy kind of voice. Boss Skaggs just a little, maybe.
Little,
not as high pitched, but there's something about him that reminds me of Boss Skaggs.
Allman, Greg Allman. I kind of heard a little bit of Greg Allman.
Yeah, you're right about that. And Bob Seger's a very good comparison.
But that piano, the way the piano comes in, that's what reminded me of Seger and Allman.
So nice. What do you guys think?
Great song,
Monty Byrom.
First time I ever heard it.
First time I ever heard it. Yeah, it is awesome. He's going to surprise you if you explore more of his music. He's going to surprise you with the range of stuff that he can do. He can sing hard-ass rock, blues, heartfelt stuff. Now, this next song, the third and final sample we want to bring for you from Monty Byrom, is a song that really touched me when I first heard it. I can connect to it a lot. It's about L.A. and Hollywood, where we grew up. And it's got this wistful, nostalgic feeling about just sort of the streets of Hollywood and the aura of the day when it felt different than it is now. It's hard to describe. It's like catching the old sense of when we were kids growing up as well. I don't know. I feel like as if I was coming down Hollywood Boulevard in the 70s. You know, it has that feeling. It's kind of wistful and nostalgic. But here it is. This is a song called Ain't No Grease.
Okay, what year was this written?
This is 2016 from the album, from the same album, 100 Miles South of Eden. This is Ain't No Grease in L.A., Monty Byrom.
All the freaks come out at night.
Speak for yourself.
Corner of Hollywood and Vine. Lost between the billboard signs. No more melodies. No more melodies to find. Ain't no grease in L.A. anymore.
Ooh, nice quote.
I can't find the music. Where did it go? Oh, that's where I used to run to.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Oh wow, so much. First of all, it's when he's mixing, it sounds like he's mixing it to make it sound like it's a live recording. You feel like you're there live watching at a concert watching it. It's so good the way he brings everything in together. Surprised how good he is, and I've never heard of him, and I'm kind of shocked by this.
This song, I was getting goosebumps at the end of that song.
If he came to Tucson, I'd want to go see him.
Oh, God, I wish he'd come. Monty, come to Tucson, brother.
Yeah.
Bring your band with you. Bring them road pilots and your brother or anyone you need. But get over here and play because you will draw a crowd. We love your kind of stuff. And I'm sure other places will enjoy it now that we're trying to get the word out a little bit more because this song is kind of anthemic. It has a feel of an anthem. Like a lost anthem of a great time that's gone, and it's just so powerful. But Monty Byrom can write sensitive songs, pop songs, love songs, rock and roll, blues. This man, and I just discovered him a few years ago. I'd never heard of him myself.
So what does he mean by grease? Like grease is the word. There's no grease in L.A. anymore?
I'm not really sure. I was trying to figure that out myself, how he meant to mean it. I don't know if he meant... I don't know, just sort of the stuff that kind of makes things happen for
grease,
music.
It spins the wheels. It just keeps things going. It's just kind of things have slowed down and it's all sluggish.
And what was special about it is kind of lost its glisten and its
he won my heart because I used to hitchhike. The bus I used to take after high school every day would stop at Hollywood and Vine, and I'd have to take another bus, or I'd hitchhike from there.
Yep.
So I know that corridor really well.
Me too. We used to take it from our school in West LA. We'd come up Highland Boulevard and cut right all the way down Hollywood by
La Brea. We came up La Brea.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We passed Highland. You're right. Yeah. La Brea to Highland, and then you'd pass all of the famous places: Fredericks of Hollywood, Mann Theater, Pantages. And you'd see all the, like he said, the freaks on the corners, the Hare Krishnas, all the unusual people out there. It was just, and we really get our teens, so we were just fascinated. It was during the '60s and early '70s. He really captured that feeling in this song. But what did you guys think of Ain't No Grease in L.A.?
Really good.
What
I'm
did you
have
think
to
of any of
listen.
these songs?
I've never heard any of these 3 songs, and so I can't wait to listen to a lot more of his stuff.
Again, his music is available on Amazon.com, digital, Spotify. Check him out. All of his incarnations, his bands with Billy Satellite, with Big House,
Eddie
with
Money.
the Buckaroos, with Eddie Money. Check out his history. This is an impressive artist who maybe never hit it as high as he anticipated, but the man has been a factor in music for half a century almost. And man, I hope to God he will come someday to Tucson because I would sure love to pay money to see him.
I'd go right now.
So anyway, and thank you again, Brett, and Brett. Michaela too, for turning us on to this terrific artist. And send Monty our best. And I know that you were in touch with Monty, asking him if it was cool if we went ahead and did a video on him. And it sounded like
appreciate it.
We appreciate it, Monty, and hope you enjoy this. Please spread the word. Put it on your Facebook page.
Everybody knows Brett is Jonathan, so I have to remember to say that.
That's right, Jonathan. But
Jonathan,
we hope you, our subscribers, enjoyed it. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit the like icon for us.
Do you guys know about Monty? Let us know. Have you possibly ever seen him when he was in concert, maybe with other acts?
Definitely in Bakersfield. He plays Bakersfield a lot.
Yeah,
but he gets around
done the West Coast a lot.
He's toured the world, but now he's kind of settled into Bakersfield. But he's available to listen to. Please enjoy his music. And again, we want to thank you all for joining us today for another day of Nick and Knarf. It was a great show with great music, and we'll hopefully see you next time. Okay? So,
you guys signing off.
Ciao, Bambini. Peace out to all.
Grease.
Adios.